NBA Finals.
Yes.
Are over.
Yes.
I believe before the NBA Finals were over, while they were still going, or maybe before they started, I don't know, because I didn't look at the date of this.
It's all good.
But you had a post that said that the Warriors are the greatest losers in NBA Finals history.
They are. It's a fact.
When they lost after
they were up 3-1.
3-1.
Yeah. It's the greatest loss.
So that was the greatest loss in NBA Finals history.
Because it's never been done before. Now they hold the record for being up the most games and then ending up losing the finals. So they're the greatest losers in history.
Okay.
Yeah.
They were up 3-1 again, and they didn't choke this time.
They were up 3-0.
Well, they were up 3-0, but then they were up 3-1
Right,
because
but
the Cavs won a game.
Correct, but they were up 3-0.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, to be honest, I think if the Cavs won Game 3, which they should have won, they lost Game 3. I think if they won Game 3, they win that series. And I'll tell you why. Basketball's all a game of adjustments. We can get into it real quick, but they won Game 4. Cavs won Game 4, and they won 46 minutes of Game 3. Now, I know people are going to be like, but they didn't win a game. That's not the point. What I'm saying is for 2 games, for 94 minutes or whatever that is, they outplayed the Warriors. So they found something to outplay them. And that's what happened when they were down 3-1, right? They lost 2, won 1, lost another one, down 3-1. What are we going to do? Mm-hmm. But they found a way to outplay and they found a way to make the adjustments. It's hard to adjust when you're down 3-0 because the other team will adjust to your adjustments. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
they just didn't do it. And they didn't have the firepower to do it, man. But God bless LeBron, dude. He's just a
right.
beast.
I mean, everyone's always saying that they needed KD to win, even though they didn't need KD.
Who?
Well, the Warriors. Yeah.
They did need KD to win.
Right. But the first finals, they won without KD.
Yeah, but, I mean, Love was injured and so was Kyrie. Like, that's not... You didn't really play against the Cavs. And then LeBron by himself still got 2 games off you. So it's not you're not playing a real team. And everybody can make the excuse, well, Draymond got injured. Draymond got suspended. Game 7, he was there, dog. Both teams firing on all cylinders. Game 7, who won? And I'll still give a Game 7 to LeBron any single day over KD and the Warriors. And I think it's just like, look, here's the tough thing when it comes to the NBA Finals, right? Where it comes to just Kevin Durant. And why I don't criticize Kevin Durant for going to the Warriors. And put it this way. No media person should criticize Kevin Durant for going to the Warriors. Because at the end of the day, you value these players based on their rings. Charles Barkley can't say a fucking sentence on what's it called, Inside the NBA without Shaq going, well, how many rings you got?
Right.
How many rings? Like every opinion he disagrees with Shaq, Shaq's one comeback is, well, how many rings you got, Chuck? You don't got no rings, Chuck. Motherfucker can have an opinion.
That's your Shaq impression right
I'm
there?
not doing the cockeye, but yeah, it's mostly that's it. So I understand why Durant went there. So you can't criticize a guy for not having rings and then also criticize him when he puts himself in position to get a ring.
I mean, look at Iverson, though.
What about him?
No rings.
Exactly. Iverson's beloved.
Right. I feel like for some reason, Iverson and Barkley are looked at differently, even though they both have no rings.
They're like a step above the other players that do have rings, you're saying?
I kind of feel like people look at Iverson as a greater player than Barkley, even though neither one has rings.
Yeah, because Iverson we all want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like Barkley had a personality we all want. We love Barkley's personality, but like his game wasn't what we all want to have. Maybe earlier in his career when he was more explosive. But Iverson is literally the person that all of us want to be and we relate to. Most people aren't 6'6". Most people aren't 6'8", 7 foot. Most people are 5'11", you know.
How tall is Iverson?
Iverson said he was 6 foot. He's 5'11", maybe.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So he's short for a basketball player. Very short.
Short for a guy. I don't even consider men if you're under 6 feet. You know what I mean? Like if you're under 6 feet, you're a boy.
Okay.
Even if you're a grown up. No offense. I know my man right here isn't 6 feet. You know what I mean? He probably beat me up. But whatever. The point is, under 6 feet is different. It's like, come on now. That's, you know what I mean? Like you're a child. You know what I mean? Like I'll help you with your luggage on the plane. You know what I mean? If I see a guy 5'6" trying to put his luggage on the fucking overhead bin, you know what I mean? I'll be like, let me help you with that, dog. You know, I would never do that to a guy 6 foot. That's a grown up. That's an adult. You know what I mean? Like, so Iverson just has so much heart. And there's some people, like Isaiah Thomas got so much heart. Some of these guys that are smaller, they just got so much heart, and we relate to them because we kind of see an underdog in ourselves. Like Iverson made me want to play the game different. Iverson made me attack the basket. You know what I'm saying? Like when I see the Golden State Warriors play, and I even see Kevin Durant's game, it's impressive that a 7-footer can just pull up and splash threes and shoot fades and do all these things. I don't want that to be my game. I never want to play like Kevin Durant. I want to play like Iverson. I want to play like Kyrie. I want to play like LeBron. Because I grew up playing in New York City. We didn't shoot dainty fucking high-arcing layups. We didn't shoot these like long, far-out threes and act like that was some tough shit. We tried to bang it on you and one and not make the call. Like that was the culture of basketball here.
Well, Kevin Durant said that Kyrie is a better player than Iverson.
Here's the thing. I think Kyrie and Iverson is the best comparison.
How tall is Kyrie?
He's maybe 6'2" or
Yes,
something like
taller.
that. He's built better. Kyrie is. I think that's the best comparison for Kyrie. Is he a better player than Iverson? Not yet. And I'll say that because Iverson competed more defensively than Kyrie does. Kyrie can lock up when he wants to, but he doesn't always want to. And Iverson was a defensive force at times, you know, like steals out the ass, always playing in the lanes, and just a brutal, brutal competitor. I think Kyrie could get there eventually. If there's one person's game in the NBA I want in terms of isolation play, it's Kyrie. I think he's unbelievable. I also think Kevin Durant winning a championship with the Warriors is like losing your virginity to a hooker. It's not like
An accomplishment?
yeah, it's like you can't brag about it. You know what I mean? Like LeBron winning with Bosh and Wade, it's great that you won it, but it's not as special as winning down 3-1 at Cleveland. That's special. So, and I think even KD knows at some point in his career he's going to have to win one for himself.
I mean, isn't the point of playing a professional sport to win?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like you're criticizing Kevin Durant for going to a super team. I guess that's what they're calling it.
Going
right?
to a 73-win team.
Yeah. Going to a super team and then getting a ring with a super team because in his old team he probably wouldn't have gotten that ring.
Sure, but it's more than that because you're going to the team that beat you.
I mean, but technically every team has beaten you in your conference, right?
Yeah, but that's the team that's knocking you out. That's the team that just took you out when you were up 3-1. That's the team you couldn't get past.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, think about it like, let me think of like, what are some countries that have just been at war forever?
North Korea.
North Korea and South Korea, right? Or let's make it more personal for you. Like Ukraine and Russia,
Okay.
right? What if one day Ukraine was like, all right, we're Russia.
You mean like they were before?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if they did that? What if they were like, stopped fighting for their own identity and were like,
I mean,
listen,
it might happen.
well, it's happening in Crimea.
Yeah. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, so it's like, and if and the rest of the Ukraine, when Crimea is like, no, we want to be part of Russia, the rest of Ukraine is like, nah, we're not doing that fucking shit. We're OKC. We're gonna get a championship as OKC. That's what Ukraine is doing. I respect that. Every single year, LeBron is the MVP. Every year that he plaes in sports, he's the MVP of all sports. Not even just the NBA.
Soccer, baseball.
Don't matter. Football, LeBron is the MVP. Undeniable. He's the most underpaid athlete in history every single year.
Underpaid.
If he could make what he's worth, he would make $1 billion a year. And that might be underpaid. That's why LeBron just says, pay these motherfuckers. That's why he says it publicly, because he knows how underpaid he is as an athlete. So he don't care if the team goes into the luxury tax, because he's like, motherfucker, this franchise, now that I'm here, is valued at $5 billion. When I wasn't here, it was valued at 2. That's how much you bought it, or maybe 1. I just quintupled the value of your franchise, and you're going to pay me $30 million a year? Suck my dick.
You saw what happened when LeBron left Cleveland. It became the worst team in the league.
Literally.
Yeah. I remember we put up an article. It was essentially a fake letter from the NBA commissioner saying that he's going to retroactively give LeBron MVP for every year he was with the Cavs based on the reality that's setting in with
Absolutely.
the Cavs without him.
LeBron's the greatest teammate in history. There's never been a greater teammate in history than LeBron James. Nobody has lifted the level of play of their teammates as much as LeBron.
Michael Jordan?
Nope.
Michael Jordan?
Jordan's the best player ever.
Okay.
LeBron's the best teammate ever.
Meaning?
Jordan had more. Jordan
more.
had more comparatively, more talent around him compared to the other teams that he was playing than LeBron is. And also LeBron just has this ability to lift the level of play of his teammates. It's unprecedented what he's able to be. I mean, you look at Cleveland. Look what he took to the finals in Cleveland.
So you think? Okay, so hold on.
He took a bunch of guys who should be working at Home Depot to the fucking finals. If you look at that lineup, you'd be trying to find how much red oak do I need? That's what Zydrunas Ilgauskas would help you out with. He'd be like, oh, here you go down to aisle 7, and they're going to do the red oak for you. There's nobody on that team that deserves to be in an NBA Finals.
Kyrie Irving.
He wasn't on that team. I'm talking about the old Cleveland team.
Oh, the old Cleveland
Yeah, when he
team.
went to the finals first time.
Oh, because Kyrie wasn't on the team the first time?
Exactly, no. He's a new
Oh, you mean the very first? Okay. I thought
You thought I meant this time around.
Yeah,
No.
Okay, you meant when they lost 4-0.
Exactly. and if you even want to look at it with Kyrie, when LeBron exits the game in the finals, like there's a couple times he usually takes a break with about a minute and a half, 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. That's his first break. And it's Kyrie's job to run the offense. In game 4 or game 3, no, in game 3 I think it was, in that minute and a half at the end of the first quarter, Golden State Warriors go on a 10-0 run in a minute without LeBron. The Cavs can't get a single offensive possession, can't get a single look at the basket. Even Kyrie isn't getting the looks that he normally gets. LeBron literally needs to be out there on the floor for them to perform at an elite level.
Right.
They can't even sustain a lead without LeBron.
Okay. Overall, though, when you compare LeBron to Jordan,
Yeah.
look at Jordan's record in the finals.
That's the stupidest argument.
Why?
Because you're punishing LeBron for getting to the finals, and you're not punishing Jordan when he didn't get to the finals. I hate that argument. Everybody goes, oh, Jordan's 6-6 in the finals. Okay, what about the other 10 years he was in the league when he didn't get there? He's not 6-6 in the finals. Jordan is 6-10 in the finals. He just wasn't good enough the other 10 years to get there. LeBron was actually good enough to get there, and because he didn't win, you're punishing him.
Wait, but LeBron's been to the finals
8 times.
8 times.
Yes.
Jordan's been to the finals
6.
6 times.
So
that's only a 2-year difference.
My point is the other years that Jordan didn't get there, like when LeBron loses in the finals, that's no different than when Jordan loses in the Eastern Conference
Doesn't
finals.
get there.
Exactly. So I'm not going to punish LeBron for doing better than Jordan. That makes no sense.
So you're saying LeBron is better than Jordan?
No.
You're not.
Jordan is better because I've done the breakdowns of it. Okay. Jordan's a better offensive player, greatest offensive player in history, and I think they are equal defensively. So you tip the hat to Jordan in Jordan's favor. Also, Jordan has something LeBron doesn't have. He has a killer instinct that Kobe had.
Yeah.
He's a killer instinct that Iverson had.
Yeah.
A almost sociopathic, psychopathic killer instinct.
Right. Because when you watch Jordan in the finals, when it gets to crunch time, he does not pass the ball to nobody.
Exactly.
You give Jordan the ball, and he will score every fucking time against any defense. He will mush through everybody and get that shit in the basket.
Yep.
He does not pass.
Jordan gets it done.
He does not.
Yeah.
He is not a team player at that point. Jordan is going to win the game for you.
There's no I in team, there's an I in win. Jordan said that.
LeBron does not do that.
Well, LeBron does it in the way that he knows how, which is getting other players involved.
Yeah.
It's but sometimes in the playoffs you just need to. And LeBron is capable of doing that, don't get me wrong, but he doesn't have the killer instinct. Remember when they lost in this playoffs, they lost game 4 to the Celtics. They're about to sweep the Celtics. The game before that, they beat them by like 40 or something like that, right? And then game 4, they all come out flat. That would never happen with Jordan, right? LeBron is a function of the culture he grew up in. He's a millennial. Millennials want to be liked. Okay? They want to be liked. They want people to appreciate them. Jordan did not give a fuck if you liked him or not.
Right.
He was willing to punch teammates in the face. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the type of guy he is. So, like, and Kobe is the same. Kobe would never go to practice, show up at practice, say everybody's soft as baby shit, y'all a bunch of pussies, get your fucking shit together, and just leave practice.
Really?
Yeah, there's videos of it. So the point...
And they give Iverson shit about not going to one practice.
Of course. And now no players practice. The irony of that.
Yeah.
But, like, the point is LeBron doesn't have that killer instinct. I don't think LeBron has ever put up, like, I don't think he's ever put up 50 in a finals game, or like 40 or something like that. Even that high a number, something like 40 something. I think he just put that up for the first time. Like Jordan did that every single playoffs. He was putting up 40-point games, and he would never, out of guilt, let a team get a victory because you beat them so badly the day before. Like LeBron came into that game like, okay, let's just take it easy on him. That doesn't happen in Jordan's brain. Jordan's trying to beat you in ping pong. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's stories of this motherfucker making you stay up for 2 hours so he could beat you in ping pong. Like, Jordan's so competitive, he thinks he could beat you at blackjack. That's not even a skill. That's pure luck. And the longer you play, you're gonna lose. But Jordan's like, nah, I'm gonna beat the... You know what I mean? That's sociopath shit.
Right. What do you think is going on between LeBron and Rihanna?
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing?
I don't think anything's happened between LeBron and Rihanna. And the reason I think nothing's happening between LeBron and Rihanna is because she is so openly affectionate towards him. When you're fucking a married man, you don't sit front row. Yeah, the king is the king.
Really?
Dab and shit. No, that's a married man.
Okay. I got 2 words for you.
Go.
Marilyn Monroe.
What about her?
Happy birthday, Mr.
And they killed that bitch. And they're like, what the fuck you singing happy birthday in front of my wife like this for? You're out there.
Here.
Exactly. She had a drug addiction. No, she didn't. CIA got in there like, bitch, stop trying to tear apart marriages, okay? They're not playing these games, bro. Come on now. Rihanna's not that dumb, man. I just think that Rihanna loves, Rihanna is a very primal person in that way. She wants the best man on the planet. And in her eyes, LeBron is the best man on the planet. That is the alpha male. He is the ultimate alpha.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's a step up from Chris Brown and Drake.
Shit. Put both of them on each other's shoulders, then I'm fucking with LeBron. You know what I mean? Like, let's keep it real. Yeah. I've seen Drake try to shoot threes. I've seen him try to shoot layups on the fucking Kentucky. That shit is embarrassing.
Okay. So you think that it's just for show?
Absolutely. Now, that being said, I think that's why they lost those games in Golden State.
Because she was on the floor?
He's coming out there like, this bitch out here dabbing. You know what I mean? I got to hear my wife when I get back to Cleveland. Like, are you out of your mind, Rihanna? He's distracted. The second he gets back to Cleveland, talks to his wife, all of a sudden they start playing well again. Rihanna really lost Cleveland that championship.
Really? It's Rihanna's fault.
It's Rihanna's fault. They had what's this? LeBron stressed out. Okay? He's worried about his wife that he loves. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I don't think LeBron's getting his fair share. LeBron knows how to... LeBron is like the first one of these athletes that knows how to motivate millennial athletes. Like, the way you and I were raised... We were raised tough love. We were raised like you could yell at your teammates and tell them, stop fucking up. Get on him. Play D. Now, all these guys in the NBA have been coddled since they're 12 years old. They've been part of the AAU system, told that they're superstars, told they're the best thing on earth. They've got Instagram followers and Twitter followers saying they're great all the time, right? So now, if you yell at them, they don't know what that is. They freak out. They go, why is he... I haven't heard criticism before. What's happening? So LeBron realizes that, so he doesn't yell at them. You know what he does? Everybody gets a handshake. Everybody gets their own personal, come on, team, let's go. He builds them up.
Medals for everybody.
Medals for, real talk. He understands that. Jordan and Kobe, you saw Kobe trying to motivate the Lakers. It didn't work. They were all scared. They were scared of him. The second he gets off the team, they actually start playing better.
Really?
Yeah, when he was injured, they were having fun out there, winning a couple games. How we motivate people is different now than it used to be.
Okay, I feel you on that.
So we are creating pussies, man. I'm very concerned about this.